Hello, my name is McGrane, and welcome to Earth and Space Science. The purpose of this video is to give you just a little bit of an introduction into what the course is like, how you as parents can go ahead and support your student learner, and then also who the teacher is, and the teacher is me. My name is Mrs. McGrane, and it's just such a delight to meet you and have your student in my class. Topics of learning in Earth and Space Science this year in my classroom, we go from a really big view of the universe and how the universe was created, and then we start getting smaller and smaller, and we look at how our Earth fits into the universe and how the Earth was created in that process. Then we'll start going ahead and looking beneath the Earth's surface, below the crust, and we'll start looking at the processes that are happening in the Earth with the internal systems. We'll then start looking at natural cycles of the Earth, our water cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycles. We're going to then start looking at climate and weather and how climate and weather affect us in society and as people, and how we as people also affect climate and weather. That brings us to human impacts on Earth. We look at our populations, how we ended up where we are. We look at our resources that we have available, and that's why we ended up where we are. We look at how we're managing those resources. And then what we try to do is look at how we're mismanaging those resources. And we start to develop societal solutions for that mismanage, so that we can make sure that we are not only managing the Earth we live in, but preparing the Earth for our future, our children's children that will be left with the Earth that we leave behind. So you'll notice that there's innovation there. Innovation is a huge part of my class. I really want to teach students not only what to think, but how to think, right? I can't prepare them for every scenario into the future, but I can help them be innovative, and I can help them to try to find those solutions on their own. So we're really doing a lot of how you're learning best, and then how you can develop solutions for problems. During this experience through Earth and Space Science, it's really important that your student stays on top of his or her work. We don't want anybody to fall behind, and I don't want anybody to be overwhelmed. So my number one priority is to make sure that I'm taking care of your students' health. That means also mental health. If anyone is feeling very overwhelmed, they're falling behind, they're getting themselves into a hole, we don't want, first of all, that to happen. So the best thing to do is to stay on top of the work. If you have questions, if they have concerns, please make sure that your student reaches out to me. I did provide some email etiquette so that they could approach me in a way that I knew who I was talking to. It would be nice if they started out with an introduction, tell me what their name is and what class period they're in, what problem they're having, and then also let me know what it is so far that they've done to try to solve the problem on their own. But then I am always available to go ahead and help them through email. And if they find that email is not working for them, then to please give me the opportunity to Zoom in during my office hours. I don't want anybody to get overwhelmed, and being overwhelmed happens when we start to fall behind. That's why it's also really important to limit the distractions during the Zoom meetings. And we talked about that when we set up our cultural community norms of behavior for how we want our online classroom to look like. Students can access Canvas through the home page. On the home page, they will find my information to contact me and also any weekly messages that I have. On this page as well is a weekly calendar that I update, and it will give them different links and help them plan accordingly for the week. If they need to go ahead and find past week's schedule, they can click on this button and they can find weeks of the past. Our bell schedule is also listed here to let them know when they need to attend class, and I've got an assignment checklist, and their different Zoom links are located down in this area. Parents or guardians that wish to access the Canvas page can do so on the home page by clicking this link. This link brings them to our ICCSD Technology and Innovation blog, as well as giving us access. This page is going to show you how to create an account and access parent computer. You've got some videos that you can go ahead and watch to help you with navigation, and you can also use this to help you set up an app on your phone. This way, you'll be able to go ahead and access your child's classroom or course as an observer at any time. What are my distance learning expectations? I want to make sure that our students are attending class on synchronous days, days that we're together. I also want to make sure that they're always working on asynchronous work on off days, days when we're not together and they're at home doing science on their own. Make sure that they check Canvas for my office hours and contact me if they have any questions or concerns at any time. Also, let me know if they're going to be gone, and I can make sure that I let them know what we're doing or send them a video of that day's lesson. I really appreciate the time I've been able to spend so far with your students, getting to know them in a virtual setting. Some of them have been sending me pictures. I had one assignment where we did a Flipgrid. They talked to me about what their favorite hobbies are, what their learning styles are, and it's just been really lovely getting to know them as best I can in a virtual setting like this. I look forward to the time when we can come back together and we can work and build more of a community in a personal setting, but I understand also at this time it's important that we all stay safe and separated. That being said, I can't wait to the day that we're all together and I get to see everybody's smiling face other than through a screen. If you ever need anything from me, please don't hesitate to reach out. I want to make sure that I'm supporting not only your student, but as you as well, as best I can. So let me know if there's anything that I can do. And thank you very much for taking the opportunity to watch this video. I really appreciate the time and effort that you're putting into your child's learning. And I look forward to partnering with you to make sure that they get through Earth and Space Science successful this year. Thank you again.